There we go. Doom. Doom. Right. I reset the console there in order to skip a cutscene. We're going to be skipping quite a few cutscenes that way. You can skip through the Wiimote, but you have so much time to kind of get set up to go push the button on the console, and then you don't have to aim the Wiimote. So for me, using the reset button's about 2 seconds faster, since it's just so close. But I know the reset button's boring. What is fun is talking about WarioWare Smooth Moves. Each stage in WarioWare Smooth Moves is a series of 10 to 15, give or take, micro games. And these micro games are going to be played using very extensive motion controls. For this first stage, we only have the basic form, basic pose, which is called the remote control. But as we advance here, we're going to learn different starting poses to use with our form baton, our Wiimote. I'm in order to play a wide variety of different micro games. You never know what you're going to be doing next. So there's a very high-paced, high-action, and overall very, very goofy game to play. So if you haven't tried out any of the games in this series yet, I highly recommend it. I think Smooth Moves is my favorite of the ones that I played, at least. Just because it gets you standing up, moving around. That's definitely the best way to play it. You can play in a chair. I don't recommend it. It's not as fun. But there are games on the GameCube, the DS. I think the 3DS has one now. Oh man, 3.4. Oh man, that's a big time save. Gold split and everything. And that gold split is possible to, remember I can use Joy to key to split with my controller. So I don't have to run to the split button and back into place and then try to aim my controller and my Wiimote and stuff. So we're going to be skipping 2 cutscenes here before we get into the Mona stage. I wanted to skip her character introduction and one to skip the stage introduction. Each stage gets 2 somewhat long cutscenes beforehand. And you want to make sure you don't reset too early, and you get to do it all over again. Your load time with your console does determine whether or not it's worthwhile resetting certain cutscenes. Load times in general are a big variance between certain runners.
The umbrella.
This is our first new form.
Hold the form baton vertically, thumb resting lightly on the button. Through this stance, you channel the quiet dignity of a circus clown in the midst of a thunderstorm.
So our first new form is the umbrella. Ooh. So it's usually a game where that's usually a micro game where you swat a fly. And I swatted that fly good, and it wasn't the micro game. It totally just tricked me. That's fine. Second new pose.
The handlebar. Turn the form baton sideways and grasp the ends firmly in both hands. Like riding a bicycle, perfecting this stance requires grace, steadiness,
My gosh,
and tight shoulders.
I cannot wait for winter to call off some of these mosquitoes and stuff. So the forms are technically optional, but some micro games are expecting you to hold the Wiimote in a certain way at the start. Like if I was using remote control for that balance game, I'd probably just fall right on over. But for that one, I could probably just hold it straight, but it's not fun. Like, it's really just... If the game tells you at the start to let go of your inhibitions, it really wants you to get into the spirit of the game. So even if some of these poses are optional, if you will, you want to try and play along. That's half the fun. Ooh. I feel like I'm never ready to sprint on that one. I was yanking before I grabbed it. Yanked too early. I have so many lights on this green screen, it just doesn't matter. I just need one extra light. And I think I, whoops, got the wrong form. I think I need one more light on this green screen, like right here. Alright, so our second boss battle is to guide everybody to the restroom that matches the color of their bathing suits. That's tricky on harder difficulty settings. In this first stage, it's easy. On the first stage, it's pretty easy. Because they don't use that side path too much, and there's a nice gap between all the characters. On higher difficulty settings, though, it's it can get pretty tough. By difficulty settings, I mean levels. Each microgame has 3 different levels. Hold on. Nope. Hers is too short to be worthwhile skipping. Each microgame has 3 different levels. First time you play, you're on the easy one. Then every time you see it as a repeat, it goes up in difficulty, at least during the speed run. If you try to play more for high scores, it gets mixed up a little bit more. For me, just timing it out super scientifically, like maybe twice, I timed it out. It takes about 20 seconds for me to reset and get back to get back to the world map and select a stage. So the cutscene's not longer than that, I don't skip it. And that's where loading times come into play. Rather. If your wait loads a lot faster, you can skip more cutscenes. If your wait loads a lot slower, you don't want to reset as much.
Sketch artist. Hold the form baton as you would a pencil during a pop quiz. Delicately but defiantly. Mastery of this move can change a pop quizzee into a pop quizzer.
As far as like skill, gameplay related ways to save time, there are certain micro games that are faster to fail. Certain micro games like that one, if you're ready to go, if you just happen to be pointing in the right spot, you can get through them really quickly. Some of them, like this one, you just have to play the micro game for the whole time. And not a whole lot you can do to save time there.
The chauffeur. Turn the form baton sideways and wrap your hands around both ends.
Certain micro games you cannot make go faster, which means you have very limited opportunities to really save time based on skill, based on things you can control. So whenever you get a micro game you can save time on, you really want to make sure you nail them time and time and time again.
The samurai. With your left hand, hold the form baton close to your right hip, like a hungry samurai defending his lunch.
If I demolish this microphone in a second, I'm very sorry.
Your enemy's attack.
You see how the pen was blinking there? That means it lost, not connection. It means it could not read my Wiimote anymore because I'm pointing it off screen or it just is out of range for some reason. Certain poses are more prone to that happening than others, and it can be a really big deal sometimes if you're just having a tough time keeping the sensor bar connected, if you will. It can be a very frustrating way to lose time. I've also lost time to batteries coming a little loose. Some of these mini games have you really flinging this Wiimote around, and it can jostle the batteries just a little bit, which is just enough to disconnect the whole thing. So hope for no mishaps like that today. Alright, third boss battle. We are in the chauffeur pose, and we are very appropriately driving. A and B beat the horn. It plays through the Wiimote, so I don't think you can hear it on stream. But the horn scares the animals away. And I want to cut these corners as tight as I can. Grass does not slow me down. If I crash into the monkeys, I immediately lose and have to redo the whole minigame though. Gold split. I'm a little bit of a feeling pretty good right now. I would have saved some time on Mona split, but I did not menu well on the first Mona reset. I should keep the Wiimote like a little bit closer, and I'd save time by not having to reach so far. There we go. Boom, 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 boom. KO! That's a weirdo. We're going first here. Tug of war.
The tug of war.
The tug of war.
The target pointing forward. Hold it firmly with both hands just above the navel. This stance calls to mind the epic struggle between heads
and tails. I think I might be sawing. Yeah. There we go. See, that one was a little more tricky. I put both of them on the screen. You had to watch which one left. Usually it's even simpler than that, though.
Place the form baton in your palm, tip forward, and buttons facing up. See yourself serving a group of socialites. Such grace, they cry. Such style, such order.
This is the worst pose for the sensor bar losing your Wiimote, by far. I don't know why, it just is. See, it lost it. It's alright. That's one of those micro games where you have to wait out the whole timer anyway, so not gonna fuss too much about it. Very minimal time save by passing that particular micro game, I believe. This one, if the ball gets away from you, you can lose a ton of time on that micro game. Ooh, this is one of my favorites. The elephant.
Point the form baton forward, with the end lightly touching your nose, just as the mighty elephant uses its trunk to gorge on peanuts. So too will your new nose sustain you.
Gotta figure out what else is there on that camera. Oh, I bet it's my bottle top, actually. Wow, it took a long time to clean that. It took longer than usual to clean that plate. That micro game too, you can use a ton of time. Oh, that's definitely my tea bottle. That's on camera. I think. It indeed was. Oh. So that one, pass or fail, it's fastest just to answer that it's going to be true, even if it's a false question. Or rather, even if the answer is false. Let me explain it properly. They ask you a true-false question and tell you to nod if it's correct. But if it's incorrect, then you do nothing. I've lost control of my Wiimote. There we go. And doing nothing means you have to wait out the whole timer. So it's a lot faster just to take the lost life there. See, one of those cutscene skips isn't in my PB, so we've saved quite a bit of time there. Wahoo! Oh, baby. Alright, so Jimmy T's gonna remix all the microgames we've seen so far. He's gonna bump them up a difficulty level, increase the speed, and put everything we've learned up to now into one stage. And we're gonna be doing it with cats on screen. I could not find my reset button. I need to move my Super Nintendo out the way. Like, I couldn't tell if I was on the power to reset button. Like, little things. Just cost me a little bit of time there. Oh, yeah. We may end up giving back some time to that. See, the first time we did this mic game, we had a much longer balance bar. Ooh. The track's longer on this one. Everything's going to be a little bit more difficult. Please. Punk. I lost a little bit of time there. I fell for his trick again. Lost a little bit of time there. Whoa. So this is not going to be the greatest split ever. But we're not going to lose 20 seconds or nothing. Grab it. Samurai, oh. Samurai is really bad for jostling your batteries a little loose too. So that one and the waiter get me so nervous that some kind of weird shenanigans are gonna happen. Oh boy. Oh yeah. See, I wasn't quite aiming on screen. Lost a little bit of time there too. It's little things like that that cost you time here and there, or that you can pick up time here and there. Because even if I was aiming on screen, if I'm pointing in the wrong corner, it doesn't really matter. Sugar! Another driving stage. And I can't really save too much time here, but I can lose a ton of time by crashing. I mean, a ton of time. So I'm gonna be cutting these corners, but since I got a good pace going, I don't wanna try and save half a second and then lose like 20. There you go. Oh man, I don't know how I saved time there. I wonder if I failed. I must have failed a game or two on my PB as well. I didn't think I was going to save any time there. We're going to skip Ashley's cutscenes too. Or both of her cutscenes as well, I should say.
Hocus pocus.
I'm probably going to do a single segment run after this, because I'd like to offer all cutscenes, which would be single segment, as an incentive. Oh my word. It lost track of... That's a lousy way to lose like 2 seconds. It just lost focus of my Wiimote right until the end.
On the top of it, the noblest of athletes, the thumb wrestler.
That's really
years
silly.
of training before mastering this boat.
Oh, but this cutscene skip's also not in my PB, so I think we'll still be saving some time here. I don't know, I was wrong about the last split, so we'll see how it goes. I shouldn't try to make predictions.
Hocus pocus.
The discard.
The discard. Place the form baton face down on a stable surface, like an unwanted, but still treasured, playing card. Do not touch the form baton again until the proper time.
I'm totally gonna do that though. I'm totally cheating a little bit.
Wicked.
Does phone calls play through the Wiimote as well? Lit does the same thing. It plays phone calls through the Wiimote.
Wicked.
Get it? Cause great at time.
Hocus pocus.
The big G's.
With the form baton at your hip, force your chest and hips forward. This dance honors the CEO, unsung hero standing proud on the backs of his employees.
About time.
So all the big cheese games require lots of action like that.
That's right.
Ashley's stage also has quite a bit more RNG in it than other stages. Mainly to these discard games, like right there. That was the worst possible RNG on that micro game. The card I needed was the last one in the line. Nothing I can do about it. The boss stage is similar. Shoot! Shoot! I didn't jump! I got ready to jump and it read it as a jump. This is this thing.
Diabolical. That's right.
Both of the lives I lost on this stage were kind of shenanigans. So the boss stage, which I think is next? Yes. This is very heavy RNG. You're going to see why almost immediately. Good RNG. Good RNG. Good RNG. Come on, come on. Give me a top bun. Give me a top bun. Yes! Good RNG. Yes! Would have saved more time if I nailed some of those micro games. But that burger, the burger can get ridiculously long. Like the camera only zoomed out a little bit. Sometimes the camera has to zoom way, 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 way back. I almost reset too early again. I almost reset too early again. That was good. I waited. Come on. This might be my favorite stage, just for the music. I like Dribble and Spits too, and this is the only stage music that has vocals. Also the dumbbell. And my favorite boss stage. So definitely my favorite stage.
Push it from below in your left hand. True masters exhibit a firm grip and an exaggerated grimace.
Shining through my window.
Grimace is important. Super important. Personally, I have a hard time with anything that requires turning my wrist. So that macro game trips me up a little bit sometimes.
Form baton forward and hold it atop your head. Letting the form baton fall is like letting a
This is
mohawk
another
go.
high action pose.
Shameful. And for
We will be getting some exercise in it at some point here.
the janitor. Hold the form baton with both hands, as you would a mop. The left hand represents order, the right, filth. The form baton is the bridge between the two.
I should flip my camera around. Here we go. Oh, dumbbell. I love how they go with the unorthodox underhand pitching motion there. Oh, mohawk. Dumbbell. Arm wrestling. Buku buku. Mohawk. Chow time. Boss fight. Yeah. It's my favorite boss stage. I just hope I get it right in the first try. This is a long one to have to redo. Come on, come on. Okay. Another spot now. Okay. thank you for the host. It put the host in chat in Hiragana, which I can't read from where I'm standing right now, but thank you very much for the host. See, the tough thing about this pose is it's hard to see because I've got this big old nose now. So I'm definitely squinting one eye, trying to... Oh, no, you don't. That bought that. That could have gone a little bit better. Could have gone a little bit better. Could have gone a lot worse. Ideally, you don't see a second meteor coming at you. Ideally. I got it! And then we're gonna skip our cutscene, of course. Then we're gonna skip our second cutscene. Cuter, thank you very much for that host a while ago. Come on. The finger food.
Holding the back end delicately between two fingers, point the form baton forward. The regal French fry remains one of nature's greatest muses.
Again, anything turning my wrist I have a little difficulty with, so I'm gonna get my other hand involved, even though it's not the proper form.
The mortar and pestle. Hold the form baton
This is another one that can be bad on batteries. So fingers crossed I don't get a disconnect.
Fresh is also to create, and from squashing comes spice.
It's very true. One of these has me like putting a stack of papers together. That one, I can disconnect my batteries sometimes because it's gotta be quite forceful. This one. There we go. The boxer.
Turn the form baton sideways and hold it firmly from above in your left hand. Let the spirit of the noble sucker punch guide you to victory.
You want to use small motions on that micro game. I let it get a little bit out of control there. Oh, this guy. That guy's so cute. Look how cute that robot is. He's just so happy. Pick up trash. Reminds me of Chibi Robo. I mean, it looks nothing like him, but it reminds me of Chibi Robo. That microphone can get out of hand a little bit too if you miss your first shot. Oh, there we go. Boxing. I've forgotten what this boss stage is off the top of my head. Oh, Samurai Sword. We're defending ourselves from attack. Enemy! Oh no! Defend! Left. Now on this first stage, it gives me directions of where to point my sword. Left, left, push, now slice. I think 3 more stages left. The Volt Brothers. This is a fun stage too. I will be playing through a lot of classic Nintendo games on this stage when I find them. Fortunately, it took me a second to find them on the map, so I think that a little bit of time I would have saved skipping that cutscene I may have given back. That's okay though. I couldn't see them on the map. I forgot where they were. This is my second favorite stage, and I'd like it more if it had less issues with Wiimote connectivity. This whole stage seems to just lose my Wiimote from time to time. Come on. Bro, this is gonna be jumping. Oh, I'm so bad at this. Uh-oh. Way faster to fail that micro game. A lot faster. Oh. Oh my gosh. That one I just have a hard time controlling. I just don't have the knack for it, evidently. No, waiter. It feels so bad to like roll right by that barrel, because that's such an easy micro game. See, what I think is straight is not what's actually straight. No. Hello. Whoa, whoa, whoa. All right. Got a little bit out of control. There we go. Smooth. So Jimmy P's stage is going to remix, bump up the difficulty and remix all of the microgames he played in the second half of the run at this point. Booger. He also likes dogs instead of cats, unlike his brother. Get down. It's all right. I gotta go back to the practice room for that shredding. Didn't dip down far enough to my first squat. I felt it too. As soon as I started coming back up, I realized that's not gonna count. Yes, I've been missing that one a lot lately. Nice. Barely got it in time. Did I get it? Yes. If your timing's excellent, he doesn't even grab the orange or whatever it is. Hey, DJ. Ball stage. This is the samurai fight again. Oh man, and this time I don't get direction. Right. Left. It's gonna fake me out at some point. Right. Left. 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 Middle. Oh, he didn't fake me out. He faked me out under faking me out. Oh yeah. All right, last split. If I just play this split clean, I'm gonna have a really good time. I mean, a really good time. Just gotta play this split clean. Nothing stupid. Don't let anything silly happen. Oh yeah, Mario time. Mario time. Fortunately, they're all brand new microgames at this point. Okay, I guess they're not all brand new, but a lot of new ones ramped up on an even higher difficulty level. Some RNG that's on every stage is not just what microgames you get, but what order you get them in. Some microgames are substantially longer on higher difficulty levels than lower ones. Some of them it doesn't matter as much. Because the samurai game coming up, I'm a little worried about the batteries with. Get him out of here. This might be it. There we go. So we got through it without the batteries coming loose, so that's good. I'd like to put a little bit of foam in the battery case to help the battery stain a little better, but I haven't done it yet. Gotta find foam. Oh, you punk! It's alright. That's okay. That's okay. I keep almost missing out because I'm worried about bumping the mic. We're almost at the end now. Here we go. Best finale in all of speedrunning right here. Best final boss. You want to try and keep some of this in your hips now. Where's my control of the split? It's over there, somewhere. That was a very late split.